Hey friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the very last pregnancy update. It makes me both like sad and relieved to say that out loud. I am currently 38 weeks and 5 days, which is longer than I was pregnant with my second son. In case you're brand new here, hi, my name is Erica. I have a almost 5.5-year-old son, a 2.5-year-old son, and I'm currently so pregnant. Oh my gosh, end of the pregnancy with our first baby girl. And if all goes to plan, in a few days I'll be having a C-section and she will be my first baby to reach 39 weeks. Neither one of the boys reached 39 weeks, and so it's been a whirlwind. And I really I was thinking back on this pregnancy last night and just how it flew by. And people say like, oh, like the more babies you have, like the pregnancies go by so quickly because there's so much going on. And that was so true during this pregnancy. And I feel like our pregnancies went by so quickly because so many of you at the beginning were like, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant too, and like we've been through this journey together. And to think that like now we're having our babies, just like it blows my mind a little bit. I'm like, how did we get to July? Like, how did we get here? It went by so fast. So, okay, let's talk about week 38 and close out these pregnancy vlogs. I love making the pregnancy vlogs. I love like opening my app and seeing all the way back. I started keeping notes on week 4. So to like, oh my gosh, like so many weeks later, 34 weeks later. Okay, I wrote week 38, very hormonal. So first, let me just address all of the like XOXO virus stuff, because that was a really big focus for weeks 36 and 37. And luckily I saw my doctor. I saw my midwife yesterday. Did not see my doctor. My doctor's actually away this week traveling, and so I saw the midwife, spoke to the nurses there, and none of them seemed overly concerned, which made me feel better, because again, that's like sort of in line with what my doctor had said and what the other OB had said, who a family friend. So it was like, okay, like we're not seeming overly concerned. However, I am getting blood work done today. I'm getting my pre-op blood work done today for my C-section. They also ordered a XOXO virus blood work test that I'm guessing is going to tell whether or not I have it, slash I don't know if it'll show like if I just had it, but my midwife was saying that the neonatologist will probably want to know, especially if like my husband had it, my 2 boys had it, that like to make sure that if I have it, that we monitor the baby closely and make sure that she doesn't develop any symptoms, or if she comes out with like some symptoms, I don't know. So because it can pass through, it's very rare, but it can pass through the placenta and to the baby in utero, especially in the last few weeks. So I feel really good knowing that I'm getting that test done today. I'm feeling really good knowing that like we'll have a definite answer on whether or not I have it or had it. I still have not been showing any symptoms, which is great. All the boys seem fine, so like, you know, I do feel a little more confident knowing, like I feel more confident bringing her home knowing that like, okay, I think we really are on the other side of this. So that's all of that. I did vlog that whole appointment yesterday with the midwife, and I will link that down below. I think that'll probably go up before this, I'm not sure. I wrote pregnancy insomnia. Week 38 has been no joke with this pregnancy insomnia. So I had restless leg syndrome throughout the pregnancy, and I was taking magnesium. Magnesium is like just the bee's knees. It's so great if you have restless leg syndrome, or I think if you just have trouble falling asleep in general, it's fantastic. The pregnancy insomnia though is like a different level. Like it's like, oh, you think you can take magnesium? Like, well, we're gonna one up you because no, you're gonna take the magnesium, but it's not gonna work. Last night was the first night in a few nights where I slept until I went to bed. I was probably asleep by like 9 p.m. Slept until 2:30, woke up at 2:30 to pee, and then actually was able to fall back to sleep, which was amazing. And I slept until 7, which was great. So like last night was fantastic, but the nights prior oh my gosh, the pregnancy insomnia. Like the night before that, I woke up, went to sleep again like around 9, woke up around 2-ish, and then like could not fall back to sleep till 4, and then was up at 5 with the kids. And so that night was like brutal. And again, like I could not feel, like could not get comfortable. At one point I was like almost like in a child's pose trying to get comfortable. It was just brutal. So yeah, that was an unwelcomed week 38 symptom. I wrote very hungry, very big, my joints hurt. So this pregnancy is I'm officially the largest I've ever been with any of my pregnancies, which I just think it is what it is. I don't know. Maybe the stress with moving and the stress with just like being a mom to 3 kids, like it just has me gain more weight. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. I was like 181 at my last appointment, I think, which again is like the biggest I've ever been. But I tend to lose the weight pretty quickly, and it's all like for the health of the baby, and like I'm fine, so we'll be good. I wrote 38 weeks, 4 days, the doctor's appointment. I did the NST. Again, I will link that vlog down below, but everything checked out and was great. I was like fully expecting them to be like, every doctor appointment in the 3rd trimester, I'm expecting them to be like, oh, your amniotic fluid is leaking, or we need to get the baby out, or this or that, and every single one's been fine, which is great. It's a blessing. I wrote, everything's packed and ready to go. So with the Coxsackie virus mayhem last week, I felt like we took a real pause, and I was feeling very overwhelmed, feeling like, oh my gosh, we are not ready for this baby to come. But like I'm 37 weeks, almost 38 weeks, like this cannot be happening. But luckily in the past couple days, since everyone's been feeling better, we've really rallied together, and I really feel like, okay, now we're in a better spot. Although last night I realized we don't have any burp cloths. How did that happen? So we have swaddles, which like you can use as a burp cloth. We have some washcloths, but I really love those Aiden and Anai muslin burp cloths. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. I'll link them down below. They're fantastic. The big, almost like bean shaped ones that you can put over your shoulder. You don't necessarily need them for a brand new baby, for a newborn, but I find that like those are ideal for when your baby is like, you know, 3, 4, 5 months old. Like those are so great, and they're great for spit up, and they're so soft, and like they just fit over your shoulder perfectly, and they're like the perfect balance between a washcloth and a swaddle. They're like that in between. We have a bunch of them, cannot find them, which is like seriously alarming. So I ordered a few off Amazon. If we can find our ones, then great. I can return those ones, or I can cancel the order. But I was like, oh my gosh, we can't not have muslin burp cloths. Like this is a need. Maybe it's like my pregnancy hormones raging, but I could not believe that, like, wow, I made baskets. Let me show you. So here is our little diaper caddy for baby girl. We have 2 kids in diapers, so just keeping them separate I think is going to be very helpful for my brain. So here's all baby girl's diapers. Here's her wipes. Got this diaper caddy off Amazon. It's so fantastic. I love it. Then I have this little basket here. This swaddles and washcloths. It was when I was making these little baskets that I realized, like, oh dang, cannot find the burp cloths anywhere. These are great, like small little washcloths for just like wiping a little bit of spit up, but like I said, I really love the muslin ones. I made a basket like this, and we have another diaper caddy like this up in our bedroom. So highly recommend, if you like live multi-story, to have, especially in the first few weeks while you're recovering from giving birth, it's nice to have diapers, wipes, and burp cloths and swaddles and stuff in multiple locations. All right guys, and I think that's it for this update. That's everything I have written down. Again, I just want to thank you all for being so supportive during this pregnancy. There were a lot of big moments happening during this pregnancy, with my first son graduating preschool, knowing that he's entering kindergarten in September, plus with our move. Like there was so much happening, and every step of the way you were all so supportive and so wonderful and so lovely. And to all of the mamas out there who are also giving birth around the same time, know that I'm thinking about you and praying for you, praying for a very smooth labor and delivery. And I guess that's it. Let me show you my bump for one last time. Oh my goodness. can you even? So big. Here's baby girl. We are so excited. And it feels like just yesterday that we found out that we were having a girl. It's wild to me that we're at the end of this pregnancy. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much. And I don't know, maybe the next time I see you, she'll be here. Love you all. Bye.